Welcome to step number 5 of the Havana Twist hairstyle. And in this step, I will be teaching you how to curl the very ends of your Havana twist. So the supplies you will need to achieve this step would be your hair rollers, a very thick dry towel or t-shirt. You would also need your hair cutting scissors, a hot cup of water, and you will need your duck bill clips just in case you need help keeping your hair sectioned. So now that your Havana twists are installed, this is the moment where you're going to be curling the very ends of your twist. So now that I have all of my materials here on the table, I'm going to begin by talking just a little bit about the type of hair roller you will need. The type of hair roller that you will need when dipping your ends of your twist in hot water are cold wave rod rollers. The reason why is because this material is made of rubber and plastic. Foam rollers wouldn't be a very good idea simply because, yes, you could still dip them in hot water to achieve your curl, but because they're foam rollers, they hold a lot of water. So when you use your towel or your thick t-shirt to dry it off, you could easily burn yourself because of the water that foam rollers hold. Because this is plastic, the only water that's going to be in contact with the hair is the water that is on the hair. And the size roller I'm going to be used is a 1/4 inch roller. The smaller your plastic roller, the very tighter your curl will be. If you want your ends to have more of a wavy appearance, you will use a thicker or bigger roller, maybe anywhere upwards of 1/2 inch to 2 inches. But to get that very small tight ringlet that you want to achieve with your Havana twist, I suggest that you use a 1/4 inch roller. And what you simply want to do is locate the end of your Havana twist, and you want to roll them individually since the twists are pretty big. You grab your end, you wrap the very end right around the roller, and then you just roll your hair. As you're rolling, you want the hair to roll right at the very end of the hair that you put on there. So what I mean by that is you locate the end of your twist. You roll about 2 to 3 times around. And you can tell that there's a little bit of the twist exposed, so what you want to do is lay this very end as flat as possible, and then as you're rolling, roll the twist over that spot, and then continue to roll it against the roller. Then you take your very end, your stopper, and you place it inside the hole of the roller, and there you have your end roll. You don't want to go all the way up the twist because this won't give you that Havana twist look you were hoping for. You only want to curl the very ends. So once again, I'm just going to grab another twist. And you only want to concentrate on the end as it's getting thinner. So as you can see, it starts to get thin around this area, and this is the area that you're going to roll. We're not going to go all the way up this twist. You only want to roll that very small portion. So you're going to grab another twist, starting with the end, and you're going to wrap the end about 2 to 3 times around, and you have a little bit sticking out. With that little bit sticking out, lay it as flat as possible, and then continue to wrap the hair around that spot and continue to wrap it around the roller, and then close your plunger on the end. So now that you've rolled all of your Havana twists, this is the moment that you're going to dip your individual rollers into your cup of hot water. When you are preparing your cup of hot water, make sure that the water was previously boiling so that it's as hot as it can be. The reason why is because if your water is extremely hot, it will lock in that curl for you once you release your roller. If the water isn't steaming at all, or if it's only lukewarm, you will not be able to effectively curl the ends of your Havana twist. Also, when you are dipping your twist, you want to make sure that your cup of water or bowl of water has a handle that you can immediately grab. When you are dipping your twist in the water and you feel like you're at an uncomfortable position and you're scared that the water may drip or that you need to adjust it, you're going to grab a handle that's not affected by the temperature of the cup. So you want a handle that comes outward, that's not hot to touch, so that you can grab it and move it wherever you need fit. So now at this moment, you're going to grab your twist and begin dipping them into your cup of water. So depending on the size of your twist and the length of your twist and the amount of rollers you have, you need to guess as far as how much can fit into your container. So to be safe, what I'm going to do is grab about 2 to 3 twists, and I want them to be about the same length so that I can easily see them and dip them all at once. So what you want to do is just lower your twist into the water and cover up the area that's on the roller. You don't want to cover up too much hair because it's going to create more water for you to dry off once you're finished. So now I'm just going to swirl it around to release any air bubbles so that it can become completely saturated with hot water. And then once I take these twists out, I already have something nearby to catch the water, which is a very thick t-shirt. So I just raise a twist right out of the water. Make sure to drip the water off that I see, and then bring it over to my towel and cover the twist up. Just like that, and you're going to squeeze all of the water out of your Havana twist. Next, you're going to take one of your twists and feel it. If it feels too hot to touch, just put it back into your towel and continue to wick away water, because it should feel warm to touch. When it's warm to touch, that means that there's no water or there's barely any water in the twist. But if it's hot when you touch it, that means you still need to release water from your rollers and the ends of your twist. So I'm going to take that back out, and it actually feels warm. So what you want to do is take off your plunger and unroll your twist. Just like that. You're going to take the very end that's a little bit rugged, it's maybe not as consistent as it should be. You're going to take your scissors and just snip that very small piece at the bottom. And then you're going to do the same for your other twist. You're going to unravel. You're going to examine the end. It doesn't it needs to be cut at all. So I'm going to leave that one as is. And then I'm going to unravel my third one that I dipped into the water. And I'm going to cut the very end of that twist. So you take your scissors and just snip. So far we already got these 3 done, and it's just a little small, very tight curl at the end. So now for your next section, you're going to grab a couple of more twists. And you're going to lower them in the water and continue to repeat the same process until you've curled all of your ends. To review over this step of the Havana Twist hairstyle, we focused only on curling the very ends of our twist. So to curl the ends of your twist, we used 1/4 inch cold wave water rollers. We rolled the ends of our twist and then dipped them into hot water. After you've dried your twist off, you unravel them from each rod and snip any ends so that you have a very curled, consistent look. So now that you've curled the very ends of your Havana twist, in the next step, step number 6, I will show you the finished results of the Havana Twist hairstyle.